Hey guys, welcome to the first Q&A video on the switching to DevOps topic. So in this video, we will address all the queries you guys had in the comment section so that it helps everybody, because most of these questions are very common and have been asked to us on a repeated basis. So let's get started. So first comment is from Shivam. I don't know, sir, will you see my comments or not? Of course, we will see. We see every comment and we try to respond to each one of them. As a fourth semester tier 3 student, zero knowledge in everything, which career to choose? Data analytics or cloud and DevOps for getting first job and first internship as soon as possible. So I would say both the tracks are very good, since you mentioned you have little knowledge in both. So I would say pick the first job or internship that you get, whether it's in data analytics or cloud DevOps. Just go for any of them, like both are really good. Second comment is from Francis. I'm stuck in helpless, I have 5 years of experience. How can I switch? I have created projects with Terraform, AWS, API, got AZ104, RHCSA and Terraform. Also CK in progress, but still no jobs, application getting rejected. So see, like the more experience you have, the difficult it becomes to switch your career into a new domain, okay? Because you want to retain the previous experience as well, right? So what you have to do is in your resume, since you know all these tools, which is really good, mention them in your resume, okay? And try to make it appear more like a DevOps resume and less than a help-based resume. So it adds more credibility to your resume that, hey, this guy can work on DevOps. And the second reason could be that your overall resume is not that good, okay? So for that, just ping us on LinkedIn, right, or email us and we will check your resume. Next question from Coder X8Z. Hi, I have total 4.3 years of experience as QA engineer, Python automation. From DevOps perspective, I only have experience with Jenkins since we run it to run our automation jobs. I don't have any other experience with other DevOps tools. Can I switch to DevOps? And what would be the best roadmap to do it? So obviously you can switch to DevOps. For the roadmap, we have roadmap on this channel, okay? So go check that out and start learning those tools. And as I said, like convert your resume to make it more DevOps friendly. Okay, so if in your resume you only mention QA things, right, then obviously your resume will get rejected. Okay, so make it look like 70 to 80% DevOps and then 20% as QA. Okay, so all the roles and responsibilities that you have, stuff in the DevOps tools in there, right? Mention that you have worked on Jenkins and other things that you will learn. Okay, so this way when they will ask you questions around those topics, you will be able to answer them because you have learned them. Next question from Yazhinik. Sorry if I pronounce your name wrong. Bro, I'm your new subscriber. I'm a final year student currently learning DevOps and really interested in DevOps. I need DevOps interview questions. So Yazhinik, please go to Google, use ChatGPT, right? You will get all the questions. Never pay anyone to get those questions. Another thing you can do is go to YouTube, type in DevOps mock interviews, right? You will see a lot of videos where people have taken interviews. Again, follow those questions and prepare your answers. Next question from SN044. Hi, I work with manual plus automation test, Java Selenium plus RPA. Total experience is 2 years. I don't usually get to code much, but I mainly use Java. I'm planning to switch to DevOps in next 2 to 3 months. I prefer doing DSA and lead code in Java since I can start practicing that immediately, unlike learning Python from scratch. Do I need to learn Python or is it okay if I just do Bash? So lots of positives. First one, you are doing DSA in lead code using Java. Okay, so that will really help you in interviews. As for Python or Bash, I would say go for Bash, right? Because Bash is more useful in this sense because you already know Java. Okay, so learning Python also will not add much value because see, in both 2025 and 2026, most of the code is generated through AI, right? So if you just know one language, let's say you know Java, right, then you can easily generate code of Python or any other language through AI and debug it. Okay, so I would say if you have time, then learn Python, but otherwise keep it as option for now and go for Bash. And also check out our roadmap for all the other tools that you need to learn. Next question from Siva Shashi. I have total 4 years of experience as QA, one switch and company is not good currently. Now I got offer from other company with almost same CTC. Profile is network engineer, testing support DevOps. Is this profile will be an issue when I switch from there? No, absolutely not. In fact, it is really good because they will be making you work on DevOps support, right? So from there, it will be very easy to move to a DevOps role, okay? And since the current company is not good, then move out as soon as possible, okay, guys? We tell you like all the time that if your company is not good, plan a switch, okay? Plan a switch and the next 6 months or 1 year, move to a good company, okay? Never settle for less. Next one from Sanket Suman. Hey, I'm currently in one of Big Four as an audit application support. This role doesn't involve much tech. It's same as tech support. I have 3.6 years of experience. I am AWS CP and AWS SAA certified. What else should I do to get into cloud or DevOps? Again, Sanket, check out our roadmap and the resume video. It's good that you are still early in your career, okay? So create a resume that is more DevOps friendly after learning those tools, okay? And then you will definitely be able to switch. Next one from Krishna, but how to manage a career gap? It sucks even after upgrading a skill and also being honest on career gap. See, Krishna, the sad reality of Indian IT industry is that most of these small companies, they use it as an excuse, okay? So whenever they see a huge gap, they use it as an excuse to reject you, okay? There was one case when one of my friends, they went to an interview, they cleared all the rounds, but later when they came to know that he or she had a career gap, they immediately lowered their package, okay? So I told them to not go for that cheap company, okay? So always remember, there are good companies as well who have good ethics, and there are bad companies, cheap companies like this, okay? So honesty is the best policy here. So whenever you sit for an interview, tell the recruiter that that this is the career gap I have, and for that reason. Because now after you are selected, they cannot create problems for you or raise these silly issues, okay? But it sucks. I can understand that there are a lot of people who struggle with this, and it's just how it is. Like you have to deal with it. So as I said, like just be honest as you are and like stay consistent. Don't lose hope. Next question from Rahul. So he's asking, I'm a SaaS administrator with 8 years of experience and I'm looking to transition into DevOps. Could you please guide me on how to make this switch effectively? Ideally in a way that leverages my existing experience. Also, how much effort and preparation would typically be required to match the expectation for someone with my level experience in a DevOps role? So Rahul, first of all, I'll be honest. If you have 8 years of experience, if you are getting good money, okay, and your work-life balance is good, then I suggest stay with that role, okay? Stay with SaaS admin. If you need more money, then make a switch, okay? And with 8+ years of experience, you can definitely get some good packages. But if you really insist that you want to move into DevOps, then again, refer our DevOps roadmap and try to see if your current company, there is a DevOps team or not, and try to follow their work, maybe as a shadow, right? Try to work with them so that you can add those things in your resume. And again, to make sure that you do not lose that 8 years of experience, you need to make sure that you create your resume accordingly, okay? Don't mention that you have 8 years of SaaS only, okay? Mention DevOps as well, okay? And in your roles and responsibilities and projects, stuff in those DevOps keywords and things that you will work on, okay? So that way it will become easier to transition, and then you can aim for like a senior DevOps or a DevOps manager type of position. So Wasim is asking on our roadmaps, or what about networks? So Wasim, for networking, just basic knowledge is enough, right? So if you know like subnetting, if you know IP addresses, CIDR ranges, gateways, right? That is more than enough. So we have videos on all those topics on our channel. So please go check that out. Hemant is asking, what about RHCSA certification? So Hemant, that certification is more appropriate for a Linux administrator, okay? And if you want to do it as a DevOps, then you can, but it is an optional, okay? There are better certifications to go for in DevOps like Terraform or Kubernetes or cloud. So go for that. So Iswari is asking, I have 1.7 years of experience in tech support. I want to move into IT. I enrolled courses. Now I got fresher jobs as QA, but they are giving me as a trainee role initially for 6 months, and the stipend is 15K. If I perform well, they will convert as full-time employee. Currently, I'm getting 3 LPA. Take home is 23. Should I accept this new offer or not? So Iswari, it all depends on your current financial situation. I would say if you can survive on 15K for the next 6 months, then definitely go for that, okay? Because it's an easy way to move into tech, right? From tech support, so it's a really good opportunity. But if you think that 15K is very less, you have obligations, you have EMIs to pay, and you cannot decrease your salary, then I would say stay in that company and prepare for your switch while staying in that company for a better package. Next one from Sritesh. So he's saying, insightful podcast. Really enjoyed the discussion. Thank you, Sritesh. I'm from Tier 3 college, trying to get into MNCs as a DevOps. One of the hurdles is getting referrals and how to approach them. So Sritesh, we have a video on how to get referrals, right? So go check that out, and we will also do a podcast on this topic very soon. Next one from Yogesh, is Java understanding required for DevOps? Not Java as such, but the build tools used in Java like Maven or Gradle, right? Because as a DevOps, you will be required to write Docker files, and at that point, it is required to know like how the Java projects are built and how they are tested. Okay. So next one from Dev. He's saying, hi bro, I've just started learning DevOps. I have left my IT support job 7 months ago to go into core technical. After spending 7 months on and off time on Java, I realized that it will take much more time to be good in terms of software development, as I come from non-IT. So now starting learning DevOps and have 7 months of gap. So any advice from your end will be really helpful, as will I be able to get job as DevOps engineer after learning DevOps and make some good projects in it. So definitely you will be able to get good job as DevOps if you learn all the tools, if you create the projects. But one important thing here is that, guys, for everyone, like, never leave your job to get another job, okay? Only resign your current company when you have a offer from another company, okay? No matter if you hate your manager, or if you hate your job, or your friends are leaving, okay? Never leave the current company without an offer, okay? Because then you are stuck with that gap that you need to justify in the next company, okay? And who knows like when you will get the next job, okay? So never put yourself into that situation. Okay, so that is really, really important, right? So there for you, look into our roadmap, learn these tools as soon as possible, create the projects, and start looking for jobs as fast as you can. Next one from Tech with Ease. Currently, I'm working as implement analyst in health IT domain. I want to switch my career into DevOps now. I have knowledge of DevOps tools and have some internship experience, but doesn't get a chance to work in this field earlier. So how I will prepare my resume now, that should I write or not, and how to cope up my previous experience so it can't get waste. Is it important to put project on resume or not? If we don't have professional experience, can we put personal project to showcase skill set? Please answer above questions. Thanks in advance. First of all, good thing is that you have that internship experience. Okay, so yes, absolutely mention that in your resume. And how to make sure that your previous experience doesn't go to waste. Okay, so as I already said, in your previous experience, when you write the roles and responsibilities, mention those DevOps tools that you will learn or that you did in your internship. Because see, I know that you worked as IT health domain for the past X years. You know that, but the recruiter doesn't know that. So if you are able to justify your skills through your resume, then you will definitely get a job, okay? It's just about how you create that resume, okay? And I'm not telling you to lie in your resume, okay? Just be smart and create your resume in such a way that it looks like a native DevOps resume, okay? And it justifies your previous experience. And yes, do put your projects on your resume, even if they are personal projects, okay? Because see, any type of learning is learning. And in fact, if you saying that those are personal projects, that means you learned them on your own. You used YouTube or some other course, and that is a really positive thing. Okay, so be proud of that and go for it. All right, guys, so that was it for today's Q&A. If you have more questions around this topic, do put them in the comment section and we will cover them in the next Q&A. And if you want to watch more such content in DevOps, do check out our channel DevOps Studio and subscribe. And if you like this video, give us a thumbs up and I will see you in the next one.